What's good, YouTube? It is your boy Big Cool coming to you from Colossal Sports TV with the instant reaction to Errol Spence one-sided massacre, domination, ass whooping of Mikey Garcia. Let's talk about it. Going into this fight, a lot of people predicted this exact outcome, but maybe sooner with the stoppage victory coming via knockout or TKO, or Robert Garcia, Mikey Garcia's brother, throwing in the towel. But you got to give credit to Mikey Garcia, who was coming up from 135 all the way up to 147, added those 12 pounds on, and he was able to withstand the power and survive all 12 rounds. And I really don't want to say survive, because he came to win this fight. He landed his fair share of punches, but he was just too small. The size differential was just too big. It wasn't like he was coming from 140 up to 147. He jumped 2 weight classes to meet arguably the best welterweight in the world, or at least 1B. Depends on how you rank him and Terrence Crawford. But I'm very impressed by Errol Spence. He showed a lot of finesse in this fight. A lot of people thought that the high ring IQ of Mikey Garcia in his tactical and technical approach would be able to nullify a lot of things that Spence is capable of doing, even with him being at a size disadvantage. But Errol Spence Jr. did what I love to see fighters do, and that is use the most important punch in boxing, which is what? The jab. That jab was constantly in the face of Mikey Garcia. He couldn't contend with it. And I was surprised, because Mikey Garcia, normally moves his head a little bit. He's not great defensively, neither is Errol Spence. But you would have thought that Mikey would have prepared for everything. It seems that Mikey thought that Errol Spence was just going to come in, hell and high water, guns blazing, on the front foot, attempting to put Mikey on his back foot from the onset of the fight. But Errol Spence showed something different, and it threw Robert Garcia and Mikey Garcia for a loop. That jab was pumping in his face from the beginning of the fight to the end. Simple as that. Beautiful jab, powerful jab. You know what I'm saying? And then he started to rip body shots. He started to land in some beautiful uppercuts, right hooks, straight left hands. He hurt Garcia numerous times in this fight, but you got to give credit to Mikey Garcia for taking those punches, because Spence is arguably the hardest puncher at 147. Keith Thurman included. Terrence Crawford included. I gave Garcia round 2, and that's it. You could really say, he lost all 12, and that you'd be hard pressed to find anybody to dispute that. But, all credit should be given to Errol Spence Jr., because this is what Mikey Garcia wanted, and he got his wish. It didn't go as he would hoped and as he planned, but, he came to win. He just ran up against a big man who could box, who can bang, and who was in his prime, who was hungry, who was motivated, who was fighting in front of his home crowd in Arlington at the Cowboys Stadium, 23 miles away from DeSoto, Texas, where he was raised. Errol Spence is a bad, bad man. And although it wasn't man down via knockout or stoppage, it was man down as another motherfucker bites the dust. He moves his record to 25-0, 21 knockouts. Afterwards, he called out Manny Pacquiao, who entered the ring. They shook hands, put Manny Pacquiao on the spot, and said, "I would love to fight you next." And Manny Pacquiao said, we could do that We put great fight on, you know, I'm great, Manny Pacquiao, 8-time division, you know, 8 division world champion, future Hall of Famer. I fought twice here. You know, broken record. So, you know, I definitely want to do that. I don't know if that's going to happen. I don't know if Pacquiao going to fight Thurman or if Porter going to fight Spence, but we shall see in the coming weeks. As for Mr. Mikey Garcia, he said that he doesn't know if he's going to stay at 147, but he's likely to drop back down to the lower weight classes, 140 or 135. I hope this 12-round one-sided massacre that Spence predicted and promised didn't take a lot out of Mikey Garcia, because at 30 years old, 31 years old, I feel he has a lot left in the tank, or at least had a lot left in the tank before this fight. And I still want to see him fight Vasyl Lomachenko. But time will tell. Obviously, when he comes back, whether it's next year, who knows if he's going to sit the rest of this year out, even though we only 3 months into the new year. He's going to fight somebody that's not a legitimate threat. Respectable, but nothing too hard, so he can get his body back accustomed to whether it's at welterweight, junior welterweight, or lightweight. You know, and it's big fights for him at all 3 of those divisions. He said he felt strong tonight. He showed it. Those body shots did definitely take a toll on him, as you can see later on in the fight. When he was getting hit, he was taking a deep breath. But, you know, congratulations to Errol Spence for defending his IBF welterweight title for the 3rd time. Look forward to him facing Keith Thurman, Manny Pacquiao, Sean Porter, Terrence Crawford down the line. And let's get this shit rocking. If you like this video, make sure you hit that like button. If you enjoy the content throughout the channel, please hit that subscribe button and turn your notifications on to be notified every time I upload content. Shout out to the movement and everybody that is moving with us. Be sure to check out 3kingsboxing.com for your latest and greatest updated, unfiltered, and unbiased boxing news and information reported the way it should be. Shout out to my dog, 2K, the prodigy of boxing talk. The editor, the owner of 3 Kings Boxing, was in the house. He's a fellow Texan as well. He was repping hard for 3 Kings Boxing, and he gonna hit y'all with the exclusive content that could be found on the website and on the Facebook page, 3 Kings Boxing, as well as the YouTube channel, 3 Kings Boxing. We be working, man. Until next time, I am out. Peace.